Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, The Education Magazine. Have you noticed that IPOs are all over the news lately? It's like everywhere you turn, another company's going public. But what's going on? Why now? And why are so many people talking about it? Today we're breaking it down, why there's a sudden flood of IPOs, what's driving this trend, and which companies you should watch out for. Let's keep it simple and know what value it adds to you. Alright, before we jump into the current buzz, quick refresher. An IPO, or initial public offering, is when a private company starts selling its shares on the stock market for the first time. So, instead of just the big guys owning a piece, regular investors can get in too. Now, here's the interesting part. After a pretty slow couple of years, IPOs are coming back strong in 2024. Just in the first half of this year, the global IPO market has shown a total of 551 listings that have raised approximately $52.2 billion. That's a huge turnaround from the loss we saw during the pandemic. But wait a minute, you might be thinking, why are so many companies going public now? Well, there's a few reasons. First, a lot of businesses put their IPO plans on hold during the pandemic. But now, they're looking at a more stable economy and saying, okay, it's time to make our move. Second, investors are super eager to find the next big thing. Tech companies, especially, are getting a lot of love. The market's hot, and companies don't want to miss out on this momentum. Let's talk about some of the big IPOs that are in the news. One huge name to keep an eye on is Arm, a UK-based chip company. They're expected to raise $60 billion with their IPO. But why is this a big deal? Arm's technology powers smartphones, laptops, and even data centers, so their IPO is getting global attention. Then there's Stripe, the US payments company. It's rumored to be gearing up for an IPO that could be worth $50 billion. And don't forget Instacart, the grocery delivery service, is expected to raise around $10 billion when it goes public. Big names, big money. You may find one thing in common in all these companies, that is, excitement of investors. But there are also some things to be cared for. Everyone's hoping these companies will take off, but let's be honest, not all IPOs live up to the hype. Remember WeWork? They were set for a huge IPO, but it crashed and burned before it even got off the ground. So while the buzz is real, smart investors are doing their homework, looking for long-term winners, not just the trending name. It's not just the companies and investors making money. Banks are raking it in too. Every time a company goes public, the banks behind it earn huge fees. Last year alone, banks made around $50 billion from IPO-related deals. They're the ones setting everything up, like advising companies, helping them navigate the process, and ultimately, cashing those big checks. So, what's in it for you? IPOs are creating huge opportunities for investors around the world. But here's the thing, IPOs aren't guaranteed gold mines. Some companies will win, and others might struggle. The key is finding the ones with real growth potential. Getting in early on a solid IPO could pay off big time. Just imagine if you'd bought Amazon stock when it first went public. For instance, the initial $1,000 investment in Amazon's IPO would be worth approximately $2,488,202.24 by 2024. Can you imagine? To wrap things up, IPOs are making headlines because companies see this as the perfect time to raise money. The market's buzzing, investors are excited, and big players are making moves. Whether it's tech giants like Arm and Stripe or emerging companies in healthcare and energy, IPOs are shaping the financial space. But as always, it's important to stay informed and keep an eye on the long-term potential of these companies. Let's learn about some of the most exciting companies gearing up to go public shortly. Well, here are 5 companies that could be big deals when they finally hit the stock market. 1. Databricks. So if you're into tech, this one's a big deal. Databricks works in AI and data analytics, the kind of stuff that helps businesses make sense of large amounts of data. They've got backing from major investors like Microsoft and are valued at $43 billion. They've been expanding rapidly and have a lot of excitement building up around them. It's like everyone's waiting to see what they do next, especially with AI being such a hot topic. 2. Epic Games. You've probably heard of Fortnite, right? Well, Epic Games is the powerhouse behind it. They're not just a gaming company, they've got their hands in software development too. They've been around for a while, but now they're possibly wanting an IPO. With a valuation of $31.5 billion, this could be a game changer for them. 3. Discord. Gamers know Discord well, but it's more than just a place for game chat. People use it to communicate in all kinds of communities. They've been teasing an IPO for a while now, and with a potential valuation of $15 billion, it's something to keep an eye on. The platform's user base is super loyal, so this could attract a lot of attention when it finally happens. 4. Northvolt. This Swedish company is all about batteries, specifically clean energy ones. They're looking to disrupt the battery market with a focus on sustainability. With big funding from companies like BMW and Goldman Sachs, Northvolt has positioned itself as a leader in the clean energy space, and its IPO could be the growing demand for eco-friendly tech. 5. Panera Bread. Who doesn't love a good meal at Panera, right? Well, they're also gearing up for an IPO. This fast casual chain has been growing steadily, and its parent company also owns other big names like Caribou Coffee and Einstein Bros Bagels. If they go public, food lovers and investors alike will probably take notice. That's it for today. What do you think? Are these IPOs going to be the next big thing, or is there too much hype? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates on the world of finance. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Until then, keep investing.